hiker, everyone. Hi, hiker. Welcome. Hello. I am once again a bit tired today, but I'm pretty happy. I managed to get to 2 streams in a week. Yes. That is part of the major reason why I'm happy, because of that. See, it's been a while since I've had a 2-stream week. A while, I know it, I know. Oh yeah, by the way, I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Hi, hiker, talk affair. Hi, hiker. Welcome. I am already feeling the consequences of having a dry throat, by the way. Trust me, you don't want to do that. I love drinking water. Drinking water is very important. Hello? Hi, hiker, bigotry. Hi, hiker. Oh, welcome. I hope you're doing well today. I am myself doing well. Well, at least as well as I can be doing, when my throat apparently seems to decide every single day that basically overnight I am going to wake up with a dry one, because that's what my throat does. Let me just give you a little explanation about that, because I'm pretty sure, I don't know, true. H2O bros and unite. H2O bros and H2O sisters, unite. Yes, indeed. Let's all unite. Okay. And what did I miss? You missed nothing, total god. Nothing except me just starting to go on a bit of a ramble about, how I am feeling from the drinking, sleeping thing. Water is nice, especially if you've been outside in the rain. Absolutely. I like going outside in the rain, actually. It's one of my favorite things. I used to do that as a tiny little baby. A tiny little child. Hi, hiker. No, Connie? Hi, hiker. It's been a while. It's nice to see you, though. But yeah, just happy about this. I think I need to have something that, that reminds me every so often, hey, you need to drink a sip of water, because that is probably why my throat hurts so much all the time. Although I do have a feeling that it also is partially because, well, I might snore, I think. I'm not totally certain I do. I just might. But it is absolutely something that's slightly frustrating to me, if you know what I mean. Water is pretty good. You've been going to the gym for some months. It's pretty based. Indeed. Water is especially good if you're exercising, which I have been doing a bit too myself. Well, not necessarily that much. I've just been doing walking, because walking is walking. Walking's fun. You get to see a bunch of stuff outside, and I like seeing stuff that's outside. It's nice. It's cool. I've tried to walk to my town, actually, but see, the thing about that is I'm a bit of a layabout, so I tend to lie around a lot, and not do much exercise, so, you know how it is, I'm guessing. But I want to get more. Hi, Hiker Finale. Hi, Hiker. Welcome, welcome. I hope you are doing well. You've gone from 97 kilograms to 83 kilograms since March. Nice, nice. That's a really good job. Congratulations. I have been... I don't know the best way to describe it. I've been trying to do something like that. Maybe that's the best way? I don't know. But it's fun. Just another EP feels. Can't blame you. Swear hibernation mode is broken. True. Absolutely. I always feel like this, honestly. Like hibernating, when you hibernate through the night, it's like I don't know the best way to describe that. It's fun, but at the same time, it's also frustrating because I cannot sleep the whole night, which is annoying. It's really annoying. I like sleeping the whole night, but a lot of the time I have to go to sleep with headphones on. So, you see, I put the headphones on and I go, okay, I'm going to sleep. Then I try go to sleep on my side. And when I do go to sleep, it's good and I have a lot of dreams, but a lot of the time I don't notice many times when I don't have dreams. And see, in the middle of the day, you know, in the middle of the day, in the middle of my sleeping time, in the middle of the night, at sleeping time, actually, is what I was saying. In the middle of my sleep, I usually tend to wake up at like 4 or 5 a.m. Let me tell you, it's not the most fun thing to do, but hey, it lets me think about stuff, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird. A lot of the time, I'll just lie there on my phone and try and look at it while I'm in the middle of in sleep. You know? When I wake up from sleep, I mean, I'm like... And then all of a sudden, I'm waking up, like... Gasp! A sudden wake up. That happened to you before? You got medication to prevent waking up suddenly? You can get medication for that? I did not know that, actually. That is pretty cool. A lot of the time it's because I need to, you know, go do a certain thing. But sometimes, sometimes I just wake up. I don't know what it is. It just happens. It's not very fun. But hey, could be a lot worse. I do get to go online and look at stuff all the time. Although the stuff I get to look at, you know, sometimes I don't think I should be looking at that stuff. Like, you know, Twitter. Just Twitter in general. Stuff like that. It's very frustrating, to say the absolute least of things. You can go to the psychiatrist and they'll prescribe you what you need. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I did not know that. I shall certainly look that up because I have never actually heard of that thing. Like, a medication to stop you from suddenly waking up? That's just kind of weird. Ah, there are. Okay, interesting. Ah, I see. Interesting. I looked it up and it looks pretty cool. You are summoning friends? Nice! Thank you for that. You don't need her, but thank you anyways. Hopefully, I can actually get that medication, you know? If it's possible to get. Because I do want to stay asleep at night. Like, I really want to stay asleep at night. That'll help with a lot of the problems that I'm having. It will be fun. It will allow me to feel like I'm not, well, you know, basically, it will allow me to feel like I'm not going to die in the morning. You don't know how healthcare is in Icoland? Oh, here in Australia, where I live, which is like Australia, yeah. If I've explained that before, basically, so in Australia, I can just go to the doctors, I think. It's fun. I try my best. Well, it's not exactly fun to go visit a doctor, if you know what I'm saying, but it helps get things back to normal. Yay. Or, well, to how things should be. My model is so cute. Oh, thank you. Hi, Mamalee. Am I pronouncing that correctly? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But anyways, hi, Ko. Welcome. Thank you. I think I might be blushing. Uh-oh. Hey, you're a doctor? Oh, I see. I think I know. But anyways, yeah. Sorry about that. You know, sometimes the brain just does things. Sometimes you just say things. That's what my brain likes to do. I just like saying things. It's fun though. It's fun to say things like saying hello or goodbye or my hovercraft is full of eels. Excuse me. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. So how's everyone else going today? Because I was talking about myself, but I kind of want to know how everyone is doing. Because for me, I'm doing nice. I am thinking about ideas for writing fan fiction. Yes, fan fiction. Which I do a lot, you know? Well, actually, I do it somewhat a surprising amount, but not as much as I want to. I like writing fan fiction. Am I playing Uma Musume when it comes out? Maybe. That's the game which the Yakuza is in control of, and they made it so, like, people aren't allowed to make porn of it because the Yakuza will try and destroy you, right? I know that's kind of ridiculous, but, like, it's true. By the way, it's very true. Like, seriously, I am not kidding here. The Yakuza does not allow people to make porn of the horse girls, which is a good thing, probably. I don't know, maybe? It's weird, because they're based off of real horses. Real living horses today. I don't know. You didn't know that fact, actually? I would be surprised if many people actually did know that fact, because it's probably pretty obscure. I have no idea where I came across it. But hey, it's a fun fact, and I love my fun facts. The horse girls are based on real legendary horses. Yes, that's what I mean. Indeed, they are based on real legendary horses, some living, some dead. I don't know about the proportion of living to dead, but it's definitely something like that. Yeah? It's presumably kind of fun, given that it's a gacha that people like to play. I don't actually know very much about the gameplay of it, though. Like, generally, when I like to play gachas, I like, what are those? The open world gachas, you know? But at the same time, I occasionally play other gachas. Really, it's a matter of gameplay. If the gameplay is good, if it's a gacha, I might play it. If the gameplay is kinda so, like, toki. Oh, no, you know the word. If it's kind of, like, average, I might give it a try, but if the gameplay is, like, nothing, or, like, a turn-based thing, I don't know how to feel about it, really. I mean, I would like the stories, of course, but, like, stories are something that not all gachas have good versions of, I think. I don't know. It's weird. It's more of a number crunch game. Yeah. I'm not sure if I would like it then, because that is kind of the type of game which I do not very much like. Well, actually, I do like it to some extent. After all, I like Balatro, you know? Balatro is pretty fun. And that is kind of a number crunch game. The issue with that is, like, it's probably a different kind of number crunch game because Electro, you know, you draw these things and play these things and like blah 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 blah. You actually get to do things instead of like, you know, super simple gameplay. Even though the gameplay is relatively simple, it has some depth. Playing Balatro right now? Nice! Nice, nice, nice. I hope your run is going well. You will get the soul in your next Arcana pack. This is a fact. You like it because you're too old for reaction-based stuff? I see, I see. That makes sense. I personally like reaction-based stuff a lot. You tried Muse Dash today and you're too old for this? That is just... that is a little bit unfortunate. I'm sorry. Muse Dash is really fun when you can play it properly, but if you're too old for it or you don't have the proper reaction time or stuff like that, that's totally fine as well. I think games should, however, have easy modes even, or rather especially, if some of them are like particularly hard, you know? Some of the levels are particularly hard, they might have easy modes, but at the same time, not exactly totally certain of the way to put it, but at the same time, I guess the point is the point of experiencing it. So maybe there should be an... So I was gonna say, like, you know how people record gameplay on YouTube and stuff? I mean, like, obviously. You feel like the note does not properly sync to the music? Are you using Bluetooth headphones for it? If you're using Bluetooth headphones, they will have a bit of, well, what's the word? Latency issues. So you kind of have to connect the headphones directly to your device instead of using Bluetooth, unfortunately. Hi, Heiko. Hi, Heiko. Ikmyo. Hi, Heiko. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, that is the unfortunate thing about rhythm games. They don't tell you this, well actually, they might tell you this, I'm not totally certain. But usually they don't tell you this, but if you use Bluetooth headphones, you'll have latency issues, which will not let you play the game at the proper speed. And if you want to play the game at the proper speed, well, you know, the best way to do that is to attach wired to it. You have wired headphones, so yeah, you're old. That's a bit unfortunate. I'm pretty decent at Muse Dash. Not the greatest, but like above average, probably. Oh, whoopsie. Anyways, hopefully you're having a good time watching, because I'm having a good time talking. Real fun time. I like it. Well, I mean, it's fun. You know, it's been a while since I've just sat here and just thought about chatting and doing nothing else, you know? Like, from my perspective, I am probably, like, I don't know, I'm sitting in my room alone, watching you all talk to me. But you all are cool. Thank you, everyone who came along. Thank you. Any YGO rant? Let me just think for a second. I think I might have a bit of a YGO rant. Yeah. There's a couple of things that I want to talk about. Like, for instance, Are you aware that Phantom of Ubel was was short printed? Which is not very good. It's not a very good thing for the game. It's like really, really bad. I don't like that the one alternative deck to the deck that has been dominating for a while requires 2/3 of a single short printed card that also comes in Quarter Century Secret Rare. I mean, it's not as bad as Dragon Master Magia, of course, but like, you know, it's pretty bad. So many short prints. Yeah, I've heard there's a lot of short prints. I know I've heard Lara is actually short printed as well. Not totally certain on that since I got one, but Mirror Magic Master might be? I really don't know what cards are short printed in that set, but there are a lot of short printings. Konami short printing like Bandai? Indeed, Konami does tend to do that in the side sets. And mostly only in the side sets. Fortunately, the main sets tend to be a lot better with that though. Like seriously. Konami legally cannot short print in main sets. That is a fun fact for you all. Was able to get the whole Ritual Beast deck together in 11? Nice, that's great. I love that idea. Ritual Beast is very fun. Very, very fun. Anyways, that's it for Yu-Gi-Oh! Probably. Yu-Gi-Oh! Talk. Bandai short prints all sets? Ah, yes. I know about this. Well, I don't actually know about this, but I know what will happen to them considering this. And what will happen to them is they are going to be sued by the European Union. The reason for this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Used to short print in every set. Then they were sued by the European Union. And now they legally cannot do that. Like, seriously. I'm not even joking, look it up. Or it might not be the European Union. Let me just search it up. Okay, so... I don't remember exactly where. Apparently they announced it. I do not want to give that guy any publicity. Cards are non-existent in the One Piece TCG? Ugh. That's really unfortunate. I'm sorry. Apparently, imagine Ash being permanently out of stock? That would be kind of ridiculous. Kind of absolutely stupidly ridiculous. What? I mean, like, it was out of stock for a while, but like, seriously, why would that happen? I have no clue. Anyways, couple of other things. Right, on a different note. Drawing. You all know drawing, right? We all know drawing. Well, see, I have actually gotten into a little bit of drawings lately. I mean, like, you know, by gotten into, I mean I've done some amateur art. Like, drawing a little bit with a pen tablet. Well, no, actually, not a pen tablet, just a, you know, the tablet that uses it has no screen, but you just attach it to the computer. A drawing tablet, that's the word, it's a drawing tablet. I have been using a drawing tablet lately to attempt to learn some drawing. I think I might try drawing on stream a bit sometime. Actually, that would be pretty fun. Even though I'm not the greatest, I've definitely improved a lot since my past days. And that's mainly because of a few small tips I have been given. For instance, I know now how you're supposed to draw a circle properly. You're not supposed to use your fingers unless it's for like a teeny weeny tiny whiny little circle. You're supposed to use your elbow and hold the paper or hold whatever it is that you're using, for instance. And also, you're supposed to do that with lines as well. And like with lines, you're supposed to flick fast or draw with your elbow slow. It's weird. I mean, they tell you this everywhere basically, but I have found it very difficult to do in the past, but now I've gotten better at it. Somehow. I don't know. It's weird. It's very weird. But it's okay. Trust me. It's alright. Now, what else was there to talk about? Ah, yes, right. So, you know the new debuts that have been happening lately? And a couple of debuts that are happening in the near future? You know, the ones with corporate Vtubers? I think those debuts are very cool. I like them a lot. I like the look of them. Well, I mean, of course I like the look of the Hololive ones. They're Hololive streamers. They are Hololive. Hololive is always going to have very good presentation in their debut. Meanwhile, there's also Glitch Stars. I haven't watched all of the debuts, but Glitch Stars is pretty cool, I would tell you. Pretty cool. The reason? I'll see. Glitch Stars is a company in which people get to keep their IPs, are open to say what they want online, generally, and are basically just, allowed to do whatever they want forever. Actually, that last one's not true. It's only mostly true. They're allowed to do whatever they want forever within, within the confines of not, like, being absolutely horrible people. So, like, mostly allowed to do whatever they want forever. Then there are the new ones, the ones that are happening in a couple of days from now. The ones for Vispo Ian, which is really cool. Do you know Vispo Ian? Vispo Ian is like, it's an esports stream company. It's an esports VTuber corporation. Yeah. So basically, imagine Hololive, but instead of idols, they're all professional esports gamers. I think that's pretty cool. I've been following esports not esports, I've been following Vispo for a while, but you know, do I have any tips on starting VTubing? Hi Heiko Lightning Studios. Hi Heiko. Welcome. tips on starting VTubing, huh? Well, I mean, the first thing is to know if you want to start VTubing. It's probably better to, well, there's one or the other thing you can do. If you haven't tried streaming yet, try out streaming first. That way you'll know if streaming is something that you will enjoy. If you haven't tried streaming, you don't have to use a VTuber model or buy like a massive VTuber model. You could create one on your own using VRoid Studio. I used to have one created myself as a few years ago, a baby VTuber as I was. And then there's the choice of buying a pre-made live 2D model online. Meanwhile, third, you can just you can go onto Pick-Roo and find a PNG. Find a Pick-Roo that lets you use things and use a PNG. Now the best way of doing it is probably the second one. Like, say you go get a pre-made VTuber model that appeals to your own sensibilities. You use that pre-made VTuber model and start a new channel with it. And you just stream and see how you enjoy it. If you enjoy it, and well, there are several things you can do. You can have a PNG tuber commissioned, or if you have enough money, you can just straight up get a live 2D model commissioned. Because live 2D models, they are very cool. I am using one right now, actually, as a matter of fact. Oh yeah, there's also this interesting, excuse me. There we go. You can do stuff like this in the VTube Studio, which is the thing that I use just personally when it comes to streaming. You can also do a bunch of hotkeys and do stuff with your Stream Decks. Stream Decks, nice by the way. Don't buy them unless you absolutely need to. Also, if you want to do live 2D, best place to start is with an iPhone. If you have an iPhone X or higher, that will generally work as a webcam. If you don't have an iPhone X or higher, then you should just get a cheap webcam. You don't necessarily need a super expensive one to actually get tracking. The best tracking will absolutely be from an iPhone X or higher, so if you already have one, that is an additional bonus. But if you don't have one already, well, let's just say it's a bit of an investment, like a pretty big investment. It's more expensive than a PlayStation 5 a lot of the time. Like, seriously, I bought a PlayStation 5. I bought an iPhone. The iPhone cost way more than the PlayStation 5. You don't want to get an iPhone unless you already have an old phone, or unless you're already, you're super set on doing this as a job. Which, well, you could be. That's totally fine. Like, for instance, I'm actually kind of set on this as a job super recently. only like super recently though. I've gotten a lot better at managing to meet my deadlines lately. My own personally set deadlines. Thank you for your tips. That's no problem, Lightning Studios. I always hope to help. But anyways, as I was saying, gotten a lot better at meeting my deadlines lately. Gotten a lot better at being able to do what I want to as well. Like, seriously. Normally I would be unable to stream because executive dysfunction or something like that. But lately, I don't know why, lately I've been getting a way lot better at being able to stream. It's nice. It's really nice. It's fun. I love streaming. Streaming lets you talk to people from all over the world. It lets you help people, make people laugh, make people cry. Well, not necessarily in a bad way cry. Maybe sometimes in a bad way cry, but like, you probably don't want to make people cry in a bad way if you're a streamer. Indeed. But yeah, streaming's great. I love it. Even though I'm not a particularly big streamer, well, probably relatively big for an indie streamer on YouTube who has like no past, had a bit of saliva building up in my mouth, who has like no past in any companies or anything like that. Generally the Vtubers that do well on YouTube tend to have like some big past on, you know, in a company or a corporation or something like that. Like, look at Dokibird or Made Mint, for example. You know how Dokibird, you know, and Made Mint, yeah. So I am just trying my best and living my best life out here in the wild, wild west of VTubing. The wild, wild west. Excuse me. I'm still pulling viewers even now, so clearly I'm doing something right. Oh, thank you, Total Code. Thank you. That's a very nice thing to say. And you're not wrong. I am actually pulling viewers. Generally, when I tend to stream, I tend to grow, actually. And I don't know what it is. It's just, every time I stream, people come. It's, if you build it, they will come. And it, in this case, is a community. Yeah, I love communities. Parasocialness. I love parasociality. If you can't tell, that was a bit of a joke. That was a little bit of a joke. Parasociality can sometimes be fun, but you gotta make sure, keep your space, keep your distance from the audience. Don't get too close to them. I mean, obviously don't get too close to them. Like, if you got too close to them, it would be like, they wouldn't even be able to see your face. But yeah, you know what I mean. Don't get too close. Also, don't stay too far away at the same time. It's kind of a balancing act, I guess. Like, see, a lot of the time I like to talk with my viewers, and I like to talk on stream like this and like respond to everyone, but at the same time I don't know if I want to share particularly really close things because, well, you know, privacy is privacy, right? If you know what I mean. But I like it. I like streaming anyways. But that's what the model's for. Just to go a little inside baseball. Model privacy. And I love that. I love it so, so much. It's great. Bah, 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 bah. Bah, bah. I don't know why I did that. Hello? Hi, Hiker, that one guy. Hi, Hiker. Welcome, welcome. Hope you are doing well. Hopefully, you are doing quite well, as a matter of fact. I am currently in the middle of several different laughing fits, apparently, according to my brain. Well, I mean, several different laughing fits, of course, but like, you know what I mean. I just find streaming fun. I like watching other streamers too, but this might be a tad weird to say, but at the same time, I find it kind of difficult to actually watch those streams. You know? I really, really want to, but at the same time, it's just... The way I watch streams is either falling asleep to them or just watching them, which is kind of hard because then I generally tend to fall asleep to them. Yeah, I don't have to share everything, just what I'm comfortable with sharing. Important to not feel compelled to overshare. Indeed, and very... Indeed. Also, hi, Hiker. I hope you're doing well. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, I should probably get some unique background music at some point. I really, really like this background music, to be totally fair, but it's maybe a little bit oversaturated, if you know what I'm saying. Like, you've probably heard this background music several times before from several different Vtubers. But at the same time, it's cool background music. What am I gonna say? It's not like it's bad background music, you know? It's good. I like it. Background music is one of the greatest background music of all time. And I love it. Or maybe it's not one of the most greatest background musics of all time, but I love it at least, and that's got to count for something, right? 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 That does have to count for something, right? Seriously, right? Sorry. I was being a bit silly. Only place you've heard this background music? Oh, that's good to know, then, as a matter of fact. Because I have heard that this background music can tend to become a bit oversaturated with clippers and stuff. Now, also, by the way, because I was on the topic a bit earlier, how do you watch streams? I mean, clearly you're watching my stream right now and chatting with me and talking with me, but I do not know how to start watching streams on my own, because I want to start watching streams on my own of a bunch of larger VTubers and even maybe smaller VTubers at the same time. But, well, see, it's just a little teensy bit difficult for me. You understand? Because a lot of the time I am exhausted. It could be something to do with, like, you know, maybe it's just something to do with how I sleep. I remember I used to watch streams a lot when I was younger. usually, hey everybody, welcome back to the NLSS Northern Lion, you know? Northern Lion's really fun. He is one of my top inspirations for streaming, actually. Like, seriously, I love him. He's great. Let me explain why. So, way back when I was a wee little Ico, I used to, well, you know, I've always loved the idea of streaming, but when I was a wee little Ico, which actually probably not a wee little would probably be over describing it. When I was younger, just growing into myself, I discovered Northern Lion, and I was like, this guy's funny. I like how he can just go on all sorts of tangents randomly, and all of a sudden, and speak about things, and talk about nothing. It's like Seinfeld, except it's not, because it's one person talking into the microphone. It's kind of like a podcast, except also it's not, because, you know, microphone podcasts are normal. But generally, podcasts are not one person talking to Twitch chat. Generally, podcasts are multiple people talking together, or are one person talking about something, not one person talking about absolutely nothing. But I love the idea of talking about absolutely nothing. It just feels so, you know, je ne sais quoi, if you know what I mean. Just a little je ne sais quoi. And it helps. I like it a lot. It's one of my favorite things to do, actually. I'm a bit of a blabbermouth, I think. And being a blabbermouth is very fun. Because you see, your brain gets a whole bunch of stuff that it's thinking about, and like, you're like, oh, what am I thinking about now? And your brain's like, don't worry about it, it's fine. And you're like, okay, brain, what are you talking about? But then you're also like, okay, you know what, maybe you have a point, brain. And then you decide to follow the brain down the path where it's going, and like, you go through all these magical lands, and your brain shows you, hey, maybe this discussion could be good, maybe this one could be good, maybe this one could be good. And I just love that. I love it when my brain wanders. Well, my mind wanders, maybe is the better description of it. It is remarkably fun to have a wandering mind full of curiosity and excitement for the world. Because that's what it also has, curiosity and excitement for the world. And excitement for streaming, maybe. Well, I mean, like, yeah, kind of excitement for streaming. I am genuinely pretty excited to learn to stream more, see? Well, like, let me explain. So, in the past, I've liked watching streamers because you get to relate to them. And now I like watching streamers because you get to relate to them again. So, I like streaming because I can get people to relate to me. But also I like streaming because I'm not sure if I know the best way to put it exactly, but I like streaming because I like to be a place where people can just go, so they can just laugh at things and be happy and not have to worry that much about everything going on in the world right now. Because there's well, there is a lot going on in the world right now. And it's understandable if you want to run away from it, or even just hide away from it for a little bit. And so my thought is like, you know, why can't I be that place? That place where some people can hide away. Listening to this awkward girl talk about her favorite things and dumb stuff and, you know, all of that. And I hope I have been that for you. It's weird, but it's fun. I like doing it. And I want to do it for the foreseeable future as well. Like, seriously. Hopefully that's not a weird thing to say. I just... yeah. It happens. Sorry for the realness for a bit. Another thing I want to talk about. So, today, I want to talk super quickly about what I am going to do in the near future, because I am going to have a near future. And more than the near future, just generally the future, because I want to start streaming again. Like, seriously, if you understand what I mean. I want to, I mean, of course, I'm streaming right now, of course, but you understand what I'm getting at, I'd imagine, when I say I want to start streaming again. I enjoy streaming a lot. It's great. It's fun. It's fantastic. But at the same time, I've had a lot of trouble streaming in the past. But I think I can put that behind me. I'm feeling a lot more able to stream now. It's just generally pretty fun, and I like it. It is pretty good. Pretty good. Although I do think if I want to stream more, I need to deal with the whole throat hurting thing a lot. But hey, it happens, you know? Sometimes it just happens. But I am gonna deal with it. I am. I promise to you, I will get greater and better at this. Then I will not have to worry about my throat anymore. Or I'll just ask a doctor. I mean, that's the obvious solution, right? Like asking a doctor, hey, I have problems with my throat when I talk for too long. Can you help me with those? And the doctor going, yes, I can help you with those, is, well, probably the correct way to do things. However, I find it difficult to go to doctors. A bit of ice water around or tea seems like a good idea. Yeah, I have some water around. To answer the question from earlier, you usually watch streams while playing games? Ah, that's interesting. I didn't know that was something people tended to do. That is a cool idea, though. That's a cool way of going about it. NL is a solid streamer. Indeed he is. I love NL. He's great. I did a whole lot of stuff for him. I loved being in his community. His community was very fun, even if he didn't like to associate with it very much in the old days. He associates with it more now, of course, like he has this whole Discord server, which I like a lot. I like that he's gotten more open. It's cool. But at the same time, I don't know. It's just weird. But anyway, throat is starting to hurt maybe a bit too much. So, I might log off pretty soon. I really, really, really need to get something done about my throat, by the way. I was not joking. It is hurting already. Like, seriously. Sorry. Wish I could stream for a little longer, but, you know, throat is as throat does. What are my plans for future streams going forward? Am I going to focus on Master Duel, variety, or a mix of the two? Probably variety, because after all, tomorrow at 12 o'clock PM Australian Eastern, 22 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and 17 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, I am going to do my second attempt at a Pokemon Nuzlocke. Because, you know, I just want to do a bunch of variety. Variety is fun. I like doing variety content. It's great. I might do multiple things in a single stream though, but I don't know how YouTube will feel about that. But hey, who cares how YouTube feels? I care how I feel. But unless it's something that will get me genuinely in trouble with YouTube, in which case I probably would not do that. But you know, I do not want to get genuinely in trouble with YouTube. That would be very dangerous. Been a long time since the Nuzlocke? Indeed. Indeed. Looking forward to the Pokemon stream? Thank you, Lance Dunbar. Also, hi, Heiko. Also, anyways, hope everyone's having a good night or evening. Hope everyone enjoyed the stream. And I hope you all have a fantastic day. Well, actually, not tomorrow. It'll be the day after tomorrow. Like, the day after tomorrow. So, Friday for me, Thursday probably for quite a few of you. But, you know, it's gonna be soon. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed it today. And I hope you all have a good day, morning, afternoon, and evening. So, with that, I am gonna say bye-bye, Kerr. Bye-bye, Kerr. See you. Bye-bye, Kerr.